What is up, guys? Meower here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. So, in continuation of the update to of the biggest KVK we've seen so far in Call of Dragons, joining me today is one of the head R4s of currently one of arguably the second strongest alliance in the game, BTR, the winners of their Zone 2, who have shown quite the impressive display of dominance against IL. So joining me today is the Size. Size, feel free to introduce yourself.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
No problem, bro. So Size, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit of a fanboy right now for BTR. I've been watching you guys since your zone the final zone last season against IL. The way that zone went down was just a masterclass in pure degeneracy and activity. So walk me through like the history of BTR before we go over like what happened in this zone and how you guys pulled off could be said an upset in a 2v1 or just a show of dominance pretty much.
Yeah, on BTR, we've been together since our season one. They're a great group of guys, and we've kind of built a pretty good family together. A lot of the guys are all OG server 104 people, um, and we've kind of brought people in from season to season, and it's been more on the smaller side. Last season, after we took down IL, we had a decision to make of Home Kingdoms coming, and we made a pretty big acquisition of merging the two together, going into this season, and it's kind of taken us to where we're at. As each season's gone, we've become bigger, and I think now we're starting to kind of get a name for ourselves, and all eyes are on us moving forward.
Yeah, this season especially is very crazy. I know you guys have some history with one of your enemies as well, EDS.
Oh, yep, we faced them in season 1 plus, and that was probably one of the brutal fights I've ever had. Seven plus days of 24-hour fights.
Wouldn't like it any other way, bro. As far as I know,
I it,
as far as I know, you guys want your
it's
revenge against EDS now.
yeah. Well, I think they want the revenge more on us.
Why? Didn't they win?
No, we won.
Really?
Yeah, we took ETS out in season 1 plus. We've only
Ooh.
lost one season. We lost. I don't even know what numbers they are now, but we lost to HY and EXP. They joined
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah. I mixed up the names. I mixed up the names.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. So now for the topic of this season, this crazy KVK. So what happened in Zone Two? Because last I checked, you guys had a really good build plan. I think this looks like the build plan that ROE had against EIS. I'm not sure who your builder is, but it's a very impressive build plan. You guys really cut a lot of corners when building towards the Thunder Rock. What was it like fighting two very balanced alliances
Yeah.
in
So I mean, going into the zone, I mean, we've had some statue fights with them before zone two. Their activity is through the roof, so we really wanted to test them in this zone, and as part of pushing them, choosing this as starting zone over the EDS route is understanding what IM's made of before the eventual 2v1 against us. We really needed to understand kind of how they ticked and how they fought.
Mhm.
So moving into the zone, it you know I thank you for my build plan.
Wait, you're the builder?
It was pretty yeah
Damn,
yeah
that's impressive.
it was a good build plan. The only downside is the spire. I I did not realize that if you take spire, you can't build off of it.
Wait, you can
So I
now.
actually had so once you take spire, you can't touch it with a tower. So I really wanted to put that tower off to the right, touching spire, so that way I could jump the river even more.
Uh huh.
Um, but
Oh, you
but
need to connect the
unfortunately,
road with it. You need to connect the road with it now.
yeah,
They changed it.
yes. But anyways, overall the build plan worked out well. We were able to build south of Giant. We were able to get some TP space for our Krakens to get really close to the IM fight.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we were like 30 minutes on a walk to IM, but we really wanted to take the fight to them. We did a quite a bit of sieges against them, and eventually, when we clashed, it ended up being a pretty good back and forth for a little bit. But IM's
You
numbers are crazy.
you used the Prince of Luxembourg soju sipper to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'm gonna spread that rumor now.
Oh, he's my prince now.
Yep, he is. All right, so a lot of people have been saying like I am is a bit mismatched right now, but given how far back compared to you guys are, because they are roughly 2 seasons behind. How was it fighting them? Because I know like fighting two very balanced alliances, like they're both 10 billion against the 17 billion. Some might say the 10 billion will eventually win it. Some say the 17 billion wins. So what was it like fighting them? Like how did the fights go? Were there what kind of strategies were deployed? Did you just ram a bunch of rallies, a bunch of T5s? Like what happened?
Yeah, they are very organized, and we knew that going in. Our statue one was kind of a an organized brawl, and then IM came in on the statue two and very much reorganized everything and were very structured going in. So we knew going in that you know they were pretty seasoned from a leadership standpoint, and they've done a good job. So when it came to fights, they did a pretty good job of sticking together, bananing around us. Getting pushing to chokes. They did a pretty good job there. You could. And no offense to them, I think from you learn every season as you go. So
Mhm.
being that couple seasons behind, there's still some learning curve that they need to do, and hopefully, we push them to get stronger as well. Um, but once we got to the choke and we were able to face them 1v1, I think the T5s on our side really kind of
The quality
outshined.
kicked in.
Yeah,
The quality versus quantity argument kicked in pretty much.
yeah, yeah. Their quantity helped while we were had long refreshes. Their
Hmm.
quantity was obviously very huge in pushing us back, and they had a couple sieges where they pushed us back quite far while we were trying to regroup. So they did. I would say they did really well in the fight. I was actually pretty impressed.
Hmm. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty good. So, what about your strategies? What did you deploy a lot of rallies? When I was watching you fight, saw you guys just ram a bunch of infantry rallies over and over again. Because I love me some infantry. I love people who use infantry, and it triggers me to see people refusing to use like probably the troop that wins the wars.
100%. I mean, once Skull Rush and Skogul came out, I mean that pretty much changed all infantry moving forward, and now even more than ever, the rallies are huge. I did not see many coming from the IM side. It was a long day, so
Mhm.
apologize if I missed any, but don't really remember any coming from their side. But yeah, I mean, we used our normal amount. We have our rally leads that lead the infantry across the chokes and break things up when we need it to.
Mhm.
So it's yeah, I think it's very key in these type of fights to have your rally leads and breaking up any type of skirmishes that are occurring.
True, true, true. Zone 3 is also rapidly approaching. What are your thoughts on that? Because the season right now, I believe it's anyone's season, but at the same time, I feel like I've said this before and I'll say it again. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on EDS, especially in this season, because the way the map is structured, EDS and IM's job is just to contain you guys and hope that on the other side, ROG try to makes it through as much as possible. Maybe one of the IMs try to relieve some pressure. So, what do you think about how the season is going to progress? Because it's going to be a
Yeah, I
race
mean,
to the final zone.
definitely going to be always going to be a race, and I think from a strategy standpoint, I've since we got placed into this position and allies and enemies were kind of drawn up, and we knew we knew we were a 2v1 going into this zone. All eyes have been on this zone for weeks now. A lot of sleepless nights looking over this map and putting it together. But I think overall, we've come to a final decision of what we want to do, and we've run through multiple different strategies. But I think overall, we're excited to implement it. I'm excited just to get it going and have it be done with. To be honest, um, and let's just start fighting. So I think overall, you'll see some good activity from BTR side, and I think I think we expect our enemies to be there as well. So it should be some good fights.
A lot of pressure on EDS, man. A lot of pressure. All right, so who do you
Yeah,
predict will win this season? Be honest. Not from bias. Of course, you're gonna say about VDR, but from a non-biased perspective, right now, who do you think will win this season?
from a nine bias, I think our enemies have the advantage.
Hmm.
Um, I think overall, if you look at from a alliance tech standpoint, on the right hand side, ROG is a 1 out of 10 on fortifications. IL and BNR are 10 out of 10 fortifications.
Hmm.
Anybody that knows this game knows that building is getting to a specific choke point is key as quickly as possible, and that really prohibits that. The good news is the final zone is a lot more open this time, which plays in favor with that build. Downfall that our allies have on the right side. One of the things that we moved into this season, we knew that we needed to get 1 out of 10 fortification. So actually, at the end of last season, we moved shells. So this entire season, we've been playing catch up. We actually
Clever.
just finished our last home kingdom behemoth this week, where most of the alliance here have had it for probably a couple weeks now, but
Wait,
we're
so
just catching up.
wait, this shell, the BTR, the current BTR shell, is a brand new alliance,
Yeah. So the soju in our group is our old shell.
and it's already gift level
So
50. When did
yeah,
you hit gift level 50 on this shell?
on BTR,
Yeah, the new one.
we just hit it probably like 5 days ago.
A bunch of Krakens, bro. Any of you guys want to sponsor me? Maybe the Prince of Luxembourg. Maybe the Prince of Luxembourg.
Prince Meower.
No, Prince Soju, bro. He's the Prince of Luxembourg.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, that was a big hard change this season because with the devs coming out and saying that nothing's going to be reset. We had 10 out of 10 fortifications.
Hmm.
We were playing IL last season, so playing a little bit more defensive at times where we needed them to destroy longer. We built that up, so we made the decision to switch over. So our behemoth tech. I know Shadow was a
Shadow Blade.
little. I give he was giving us a little stink on how long we took on Frost Giant. Which, by the way, I did not see them being the first one to take down Frost Giant in this server. So props to that. That was huge. But our tech on Behemoth is zero. We have, we're still working on it. Um, like I said, some of our home kingdom Behemoth buffs are we didn't have at the time, and finally starting to close that out. So we knew going into Zone 3 we're going to be 100% prepared, but it was a little bit of a stretch getting there.
True, true. Hmm. This has been an eye opener for me. I'm really excited to see how things go in your season, because to be honest, my season is pretty much a wrap. Everyone in Gen 1 seasons are pretty much a wrap, and we're heading into Home Kingdom. So your passes, I believe it opens on Tuesday, right? So
Yeah,
so
the
once your
18th.
so once your pass opens, pretty much no one has anything else to do except spectate you guys. So
All eyes come watch.
no pressure, bro. No pressure.
Oh, we'll bring the activity. Don't worry about that.
I hope so. Oh, this has been a very interesting revelations on how things will go. I can only wish you guys the best of luck and EDS the best of luck. Every time I do a video on this KVK, I just put more and more pressure on EDS and say that the season is in your hands. I mean, looking at it from a neutral perspective, I don't know how things like happened and how things developed and everything. But for me, from an outside look, I just feel like there's just so much hanging on EDS and how they perform because they're the only ones in this KVK that can match you guys.
Yeah,
So if they
I think
don't
I think
properly match you,
I think from an overall perspective, they have our enemies have good position. So it's going to take a lot on us to break through that, and we're excited to be kind of, in my eyes, we're the underdogs, and probably in EDS eyes, it's probably flip flop, but
mhm,
I'm happy to take the underdog approach and try to jam through to the final zone.
true, true. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you for this interview. Is there anything that you would like to say to your allies, to your enemies, to the viewers, to the BTR members that will eventually be watching this interview, to everyone, really?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think everyone. I think this KVK is a high active alliance, so alliances. So I think everyone that's going to be participating, Zone 3 and Zone 5 is going to be some fun moments, and there's going to be a lot of activity and fighting. So, everyone get prepared for it and start the 24/7 fights nonstop.
True, true. Better hide your wives, hide your girlfriends, send them out on a vacation, send them anywhere
Get
far.
out of the house. Get out of the house.
Or you get kicked out of the house and you're able to play more pretty much.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
but thank you very much for having me and
The pleasure
letting
is
us
mine,
kind
bro.
of go over what is an awesome KVK matchup.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous, bro. My KVKs have been very interesting to say the least. The last KVK, my last season KVK has been pretty good. But other than that, before we go way off topic and we can, uh, talk about that afterwards, I would like to thank you so much for showing up to this interview. Um, I wish you guys the best of luck, and hopefully your season goes well. You know, or it doesn't. It happens. But other
I
than
think
that, go
yeah,
on. Go
I think going well is good fights, right?
Yeah,
There's more
as long as you have fun, pretty
to
much.
yeah, there's more to the final zone or dragon or whatever you want to call as the final objective.
Hmm.
Our objective is to fight and have fun. So
Fair
as long as
enough.
we get that, yeah, as long as we get that completed, it'll be a winning season for us.
That's all that matters, bro. That's all that matters. Well, I won't take more of your time now. I know you just woke up or for duty might be calling. So, I would like to thank you so much. Of course, guys, if you liked this kind of interviews and you want to see more, feel free to drop the like, hit the subscribe, let me know in the comments below, or join the Discord. The link is in the description. Thank you so much, Size, for showing up to this interview. I wish you the best of luck and have a wonderful day. And on that note, see you in the next video. Size, you're the guest. It's tradition on this channel that the guest does the meow meow. So if you may.
Meow meow.
That was good. That was good. If you enjoyed this video, click here to watch the next video. Oh, meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow.